What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Yes, I'm sitting on my floor because I feel that this is the most comfortable way to sit down and talk. Like when I'm on the phone, I like to just sit on the floor. You know, you feel me? But as you can see by the title, this is going to be a little different than what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of vlog styles, but one thing that I wanted to do when I started my channel was make videos that are like more informative or helpful to those out there that maybe are going through something or whatever the case may be. So we're gonna slow things down a bit and have a sit down talk today. You can tell by the title, this video is about mental health, a topic that is very important to me. I feel that it's very important, especially in today's day and age with a lot going on and a lot of things that people deal with. I feel like it's something that needs to be talked about. It's something that we all deal with, whether it's good, bad, whatever your mental state is. So when people say things like, oh, I don't have bad mental health, or I don't understand all these mental health talks, I don't agree, because I don't care who you are, we all have a mental health. So I divided it up into 4 topics, I think. I wrote down notes because I know what I want to target in this video. So yeah, we'll start with topic uno. The first topic is coming to terms with whether your mental health is good, bad, mediocre, whatever the case is. A lot of the times I feel that we find ourselves like in a slump and we keep finding somebody to blame or something to blame, or it's my job, it's this person made me upset, when in reality it might just be you. If you continuously find yourself irritated at things, or irritated through the day, or just sad or mad at nothing, like because somebody got your order wrong at a restaurant, maybe something's going on internal that you're not coming to terms with. So I think that's the first step to realizing that something needs to happen here. Also, another thing is being okay with it, because I know for me, like a lot of the time you listen to everybody saying, oh, there's nothing wrong with you, you have nothing to be upset about, and this and that, blah blah blah, which, you know, is some people's beliefs, and that's okay if that's what they believe, but you need to be okay with the fact that you're either not doing well or something's going on with you, whether it's you're depressed or you feel like you're anxious. You need to be okay with it, because everyone deals with something, whether it's mental health or something in their life is going on. So being okay with it is a key thing to like accepting this entire. Being okay with it is like a major part of getting through it, you know? Like trying to fight it, or getting mad at yourself for thinking that something's wrong with you or you're not okay, that's not gonna help anybody or anything that's going on in your life. Yeah, I just feel like it's important that you realize something's wrong and you're okay with it, and like you accept the fact that I'm not doing well and I need help, or I need to figure out what's going on in my life that's making me feel this way, or even if it's nothing at all that's making you feel that way, that's also okay. So those are things you need to get familiar with and just accept at the end of the day. So for the next topic, it's accepting the feelings and feeling your feelings, which is probably the hardest part for most people, for me. Something that was really hard for me was allowing myself to feel the way that I feel, because a lot of the time people are like, oh, you need to mask it, you need to get over it, this and that, or they want to make you feel bad for feeling a certain way, when really you're allowed to feel whatever you want. If you're angry, if you're sad, if you're happy, you're allowed to feel whatever emotions that you want, and don't let anybody try to take that from you. Avoiding and suppressing your emotions really just builds up for total chaos in the future. So that's one of the main things that I try to like tell people, is to just feel whatever you're going through. I had to learn that the hard way. I was always looking for distractions and trying to listen to other people, like, oh, just go out and do something, blah blah blah, which all that's fine if that's what gets you through it, but that didn't get me through it. So I had to talk with one of my cousins, and she was telling me, you have to feel your feelings, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. But now I understand it's okay to take a day to do nothing and lay around and stay in bed all day, if that's what's going to get you to feel your feelings and allow you to get through it, then take the time to do that. Just don't stay there too long, because yeah, don't do that. But allow yourself to get through it. Then once you allow yourself to feel that and go through that, you have to find what gets you out of it. And that's another hard thing that I struggled with as well. Some people might think that means go out and drink or go out and party. And I don't believe that those actually help. I think those are more so distractions. So I think those are kind of unhealthy coping mechanisms. If that works for you, then there you go. But personally, I think you should try to keep it healthy. And by keeping it healthy, I mean don't let people influence what you do. For instance, if you don't want to go to the club and someone's like, you need to get up and go out and this and that, and you're not feeling it, don't do it, because you're just putting yourself in an even worse situation. Just don't let any influencers or influences lead you to do something that distracts you rather than getting you through it. Like something for me might be going on a walk, going on a jog, or going to the beach, hanging out with friends or family. Those are some things that get me through what I'm going through to put me in a better place. And I don't look at those as distractions. I look at it as something that's clearing your mind and putting you in a better headspace. So whatever that may be for you, just practice some of those things and don't let yourself get stuck. Getting stuck is literally one of the worst feelings ever, because you spend weeks just in this sad or angry headspace or anxious, whatever it is that you're going through. Do not let yourself stick in that headspace for too long. Yes, feel what you're going through, but do not stay there. And that kind of leads to topic 3, which is communication. If you feel that you are stuck in a space, I think that's kind of when you need to get your outlet involved. If you have one. If you don't, there's always other ways that I'll get into as well. But it's time to let everything out. Now, don't rely on people though to get you out of a headspace, or don't rely on people to make you happy. Because for the longest time, when I would feel stuck, I would get mad at people around me for not understanding what I was going through or not giving me the right advice. When really, nobody has the answers. It's just who you decide to open up to and who actually makes you feel that you're accepted, or makes you feel that they feel what you're going through, you know? But when you start relying on people and you start looking for answers from everybody and anybody, you start getting mad at the world because no one's telling you what you want to hear, and that's one of the worst feelings. And I feel that that makes you stuck even longer, because you're just angry at everybody. It's no one's responsibility to make you feel better at the end of the day. The only person that can get you out of a headspace is you. So therefore, if you are relying on people, that can become unhealthy. But you do need to voice how you feel, what you're feeling to somebody or something. First of all, opening up to the right people is definitely crucial. You can't just open up to the first person that asks you, what's wrong, are you okay? Just because your coworker asks you, are you okay? Doesn't mean you should open up and tell them everything that's going on in your life, because chances are they're just being nosy, or maybe they do care, but they don't know what to say. And that can also be hurtful on your mental health when somebody doesn't know what to say, because you feel like you've just wasted your time and that nobody's listening to you, when that might not be the case. It's just that person may not be able to help you the way that you've been looking for. So be careful with just opening up to the first person that asks you what's wrong, because that's a mistake that a lot of people make, and then they get the wrong answers, or they don't get what they're looking for, so they feel that they're unheard or nobody cares. And that leads to other things that are just not fun. But getting it out somehow is always important. So even if you feel like you don't have a person that knows what to say, or somebody that's good at listening to you or talking back to you, there's other ways to go about it. Like something that I practiced when I first felt like I didn't know who to talk to was journaling. And I know at first you might not feel like you got anything out, because you're writing and you're basically venting to an inanimate object. And my journal's not going to give me any feedback, but you're still getting it out. You're still getting it out of your system, how you feel. And honestly, maybe it's better that way, because now your journal holds your secrets, and your journal's not going to run off and tell the next person what's going on in your life. that works for me in a sense. I still feel that I need to talk to a person, and I have my people. I know who I can go to. But if you don't have that, journals are always a good option, I feel, especially if you're not good with your words. No one's going to judge you. Your journal's not going to autocorrect you or anything. You can just spell it how you want, write it how you want, say what you want, and just leave it at that. Another thing that might make you feel silly, but it might work for you, is sitting in front of a mirror and talking to yourself. I know a lot of people that talk to themselves, so why not look at yourself when you're talking to yourself and vent to yourself in the mirror? I mean, obviously you're not going to get any feedback from yourself because, once again, you're talking to yourself, but you're still getting it out somehow. And I think that that's very important, to just at least say it out loud or write it down. Just get it out somehow. I feel that I'm fortunate enough that I have a lot of friends, a lot of family, people that hear me out when I need advice, or maybe not even advice, I just want somebody to listen to me. But I know not everybody's fortunate enough to have somebody to listen to them, so those are some options that can, or maybe a therapist. So I think that kind of leads to the last topic, which is just understanding yourself in the whole process. I think it's very important to understand what benefits you as a person rather than the next person. Like, these options that I gave might not work at all for any of you because you all are completely different than I am. But you just have to see what works best for you. And I think that includes avoiding like unnecessary quotes on social media. Like, sometimes I might see a quote when I'm going through something that says something along the lines of, why be sad today when life is so short? And it's like, yeah, I agree with these quotes to an extent, but in that moment, if you're feeling something and then somebody tells you, why are you sad? That just might not benefit you. So be careful what you're feeding yourself when you're in such a vulnerable state of mind. Like, personally, I love social media, as most of us do, but you do have to be careful what you allow to get into your brain when you're on social media. A lot of the quotes on social media are good and helpful though, like they are raw and real, but once again, there are some that might make you feel bad about your state of mind at that moment. So just be careful with that, because I know some of those things can get to me. So don't let social media make you feel bad for anything that you're going through. Also, be careful with advice that people give you, because once again, somebody might make you feel bad for feeling some way in your life. There's a lot of people that believe in tough love, which I think works for some people, and then there's some people that tough love does not work for them at all. And neither way is wrong, but if you're somebody that likes nurturing advice, don't go to somebody who's, old school or gives tough love, because at the end of the day, they're gonna make you feel bad once again. Or if you like tough love, vice versa, and somebody's nurturing you, that might make you upset. Why is everyone babying me? Why is everybody making me feel blah, 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 blah? So be careful with advice as well. And just because you're oh so close to somebody doesn't mean that their method is gonna work for you, So just keep your options open, and don't feel that you have to do what everyone says to you. You can take a piece of advice from this person, a piece of advice from this person, and create one big process for you. And at the end of the day, just be okay with your process. Or if distractions even work for you and you feel that being distracted and getting through it that way works for you, then do that too. Like, be okay with whatever makes you comfortable. Just be okay with yourself, and it's okay to say no to plans. There's been plenty of times where I've said no to things just because I wasn't in a good mental space to go, and you just know you're not going to be yourself. Like me, I like to be funny. I like to be the one that keeps everyone laughing. So if I know that I'm not going to be that person, I don't want to even put myself in that situation to have everybody asking me, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? Because I'm not that kind of person. I don't like to be the sad one in the group. And if you feel drained by having to do that, then just don't go. I mean, if it's your real friends or people that care about you, they will understand, and you don't even have to tell them that you're going through something. You can just simply decline and call it a day. But my main points I feel that I wanted to just get out there was for you guys to feel what you're feeling. There's nothing wrong with feeling anything at all. And don't rely on people to make you happy. It's nobody's responsibility to make you happy. I don't care how much you feel that your friend should be there for you. Your boyfriend or girlfriend should make you happy. No, it's all up to you to make yourself happy. And as hard as that is, trust me, you have to do it for yourself. And just find your mojo, find what keeps you going or what keeps you happy. And of course, everyone has bad days, and that's fine too. Don't let anybody discredit you or take away what you're feeling, because you should be happy. You have everything in life. Meanwhile, some of the richest people are the saddest people out there. I just felt that it was important to make this, especially around this time of year, because I know a lot of people get seasonal depression. I don't know how much people get that here in Florida because it's hot and sunny most of the time here, even in the fall. But maybe somebody's watching this in another state that does deal with seasonal depression, and that's okay. You know, it's supposed to be the happiest time of year, Christmas and all that, but it's okay to be sad even in the happier times of the year. Me personally, I don't think I experience seasonal depression. I feel that I'm more sad in the summer because I like gloomy days. But on a serious note, I feel that if any of you ever need anything, feel free to reach out to me. My Instagram is always down below in the comments or in the description. And if you just need an ear to hear what you have to say or anything that you're going through, I'm always here to hear people out. And sometimes I might not know what to say. I'm pretty good with advice though. I like to think I am, even though I don't follow my own advice sometimes. But I genuinely hope you all are okay. You all are doing great, and that you enjoy this slower paced kind of video. On a happy note, thank you so much for the 102, I think, subscribers that I have right now. I never thought I would make it to 100 subscribers this fast. I was always like, it's gonna be so long before I even see 100. But no, thank you guys so much. Keep interacting, keep sharing my videos, and especially this one. If you think that this can help somebody out, please share it. I don't even care if they don't subscribe. I just want people to see and maybe have some kind of guidance, because I know it can be hard when you feel that no one's listening to you. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to reach out to me whenever, even if you're not going through something. You can always just say hello. Kisses to my 102 subscribers. I love you all, and I love any of you that are watching this too. Even if you don't want to subscribe, but you should, because I think I'm funny. Something good today for yourself. Do something good for yourself today. That's my goal, is to get you to do something good for yourself after watching this video. Selfish today, do something good for you, and if you feel like doing something good for somebody else, you can do that too. But be selfish today. I will see you all next week. Have a good day.